Hey friends, Justin here with a review of episode 1 of the Netflix original Messiah that came out in 2020. The synopsis of this show is believing he miraculously delivered Damascus from ruin. A throng follows a man they call al-Masih into the desert, raising suspicions in the CIA. So, a young man loses his mother. She was a really wise and beautiful spirit. And, she left him with simple wisdoms to get him through life. And as he's walking down the street, he hears a man preaching and prophesying and quoting scripture, but also using the words that his mother used, and in him he saw that as a sign of divinity. And the man says, salvation is here. The armies may be there at the border. The storm may be rising, but I'm here to tell you that deliverance is here. And later on in the story, it said that he stood there preaching for 30 days during the sandstorm, and it's debated as to whether or not that's necessarily true. But really, really powerful. Just the simple wisdoms that the imam, as I'll call him, he gives out are just really interesting. A young man in the group, the one who loses his mom, walks up to him and calls him imam, and he says, "Why do you call me imam?" And he says, "Because you're great. God works through you." And he says, "Did God make you as a joke without purpose? God works through you. I'm no different than you." And that was really powerful. It resonated with me. I laughed and cried in this. It's really powerful. It's really scary to understand how easy radicalism is. But the power of faith is also a beautiful thing, and that shines through exceptionally in this first episode. Tomer Sisley, who plays Avram, I think he's a really, really deep and brooding character, almost to the point of stereotype, but I think he's a really effective character, and I like, and I'm glad I started with him. I also like Michelle Monaghan in this role as Eva, because there's a weight to both Michelle and Tomer. There's a depth of character there that weights a really incredible premise of a story. I'm reading that there was some anti-Islamic backlash, and it caused the season or the show to be canceled after the first season. But if the first episode, is any indication of the quality of this show, I'm definitely in. I'm definitely watching it. He's the imam has led 2,000 followers to the border of Israel. And what that does is it creates a political situation between the United States and Israel and Islamic countries that is setting up an interesting conversation. How does this resolve? I'm interested to see, based on Avram talking to the imam and the imam just dressing him down. I'm really, really interested to see what Michelle, what Eva and the imam, when they come head to head, what that conversation is like, what her transformation is like as a character, how she begins to unravel the things that she thinks are, good and right, and the title she has, and being a workaholic, and ignoring her father, all those things that come out in the first episode. And, I look forward to the Imam meeting her, just to be able to cut through some of that and talk simple wisdom to her. I would love to meet a guru like that, that was enlightened in that way. The first episode ends, and somehow he has escaped this, the holding cell where he's been held in this Israeli prison. And, if the CIA had an interest in him while he was incarcerated, as a liberated prophet, this is going to be interesting. So I'm very, very interested to see where this goes. Have you guys watched The Messiah? It's absolutely, fascinating. So I'm off. I'm going to watch episode 2 sometime today. The episodes, I think, are an hour apiece. So I will be back later on this afternoon to give my review of episode 2. So I'll see you guys then. Have a great, great morning, and see you soon. Bye.